What's up, y'all? So today I'm gonna be making my cash stuffing envelopes. My cash envelopes, okay, my sinking fund envelopes. So these are the ones I pre-made already. So I have the regular size, right? And then I made some for the wallet. Now I might have to go in and edit these a little bit, and I will post the measurements once I get it down to the size I like, okay? But for these ones, it's just a regular envelope, okay? And it can fit. Where'd my money go? Hold on, y'all. Technical difficulties. Okay, and so you can put $20. It's nice and sturdy. If you want it to be a little more sturdier, you can always add something to the edges. But you know, I'm not really worried about it, so I like to keep making them. So you know, you gotta have a variety, okay? So today I'm gonna show you two different ways, okay? I'm gonna show you the way that I used, and then I'm gonna show y'all how the second way of like it kind of being a little easier, okay? But it all starts with the 12 by 12 stock paper, kind of thicker paper, you know? And yeah, so these are the ones I have left. I just decided to make these after I made those. I feel like I didn't have enough. So here's this. So you start with your paper and you figure out which way you want your design to go, like you want your envelopes to go. Look like this, or do you want hamburger style? So for me, I like the hamburger style, especially with this design. So what you will need today is your stock paper. You will need a laminator, a ruler, and a cutter, okay? Real simple. To get the bang for your buck, I do it like this. So I start with my regular cardstock paper. I measure one side by inches side, y'all. So I measure 3 inches. I have my pencil and I mark it off. Bloop, right? And then, you know, fold it over, okay? And then this side over here, I know that this is gonna be a little bit smaller than 6 inches. It's gonna be 5, like right there. Whatever it is, y'all, okay? So for this side, it's gonna be a little bit smaller, but it's still big enough. So not 3 inches, but the line right before 3 inches, okay? So you make it go right there, measure it there, and then you mark it off, dude. And then you fold it, and that's where you'll fold it, okay? There you have that. And then you will measure. Mine's, I like to do 6.5 inches. I just feel like 7 is just too much, but to each his own. If you like 7 inches, go 7 inches. If you like 6.5, do 6.5. The good thing about envelopes is that you can make it yours. Like, you personalize it any way you want. You add a washi if you want a washi. You can do anything, okay? That's the good thing about it. So, there's that. Okay, so for this is gonna be your 2 envelopes. So from here, this after you measured it, you fold it, boom, okay? I go like this. I get a little closer so that way I know it's right. And there you have it, your 2 envelopes. One, yes, will be a little smaller than the other one, but it still can fit your money. See? You can still fit money. Still fit your money. It's the same size as these ones. Okay? And we're gonna set these to the side so that we can laminate them. Okay, so right now I'm folding the little wallet piece, and then this little piece right here, that'll be our cash run card, which is the card you can take to the bank with you. Okay. So then I grabbed the first 6.5 by 6 piece that we cut. We're gonna take that to the second half of it, and we're just gonna mark it off. Okay. Real easy, making sure my measurements are still correct and I'm on the right side. And then you just cut it. You take your next, make sure you, well, I'm just showing y'all that it's two, it's the same thing. Okay, cool. And then now I'm taking the wallet size one, the small wallet, and I'm measuring that off. Now you cut it, so that way you, from one sheet of paper, you made 6 things. Two large envelopes, two small envelopes, and two cash cards. Cool. Okay, y'all, so with this right here, I'm just going over the most easiest way. So it's still 6.5 by 6 inches. And then for the little wallet, it'll be 3.5 inches, which is what I'm doing right here. Okay? So then we're gonna cut it in half. I mean, we're gonna cut all the bottom strips, okay? This is the most easiest way, but it's still getting the most bang for your buck. And then you're gonna cut the little wallet off with the sheet next to it, which is gonna be our little cash run sheet, okay? And then you bring them together and you cut them at 6 inches. Boom, so easy. I don't know why I didn't think about this at first. I wasn't going to add the rest of the clips, but I was like, shoot, y'all gonna see my process and how I progressed from start to finish. Gotcha? Cool. Alright, y'all, so I bring the ruler up right here. Please ensure that you are folding it the correct way. Please ensure that you are folding it on the correct side, okay? Hamburger style on the 6.5 inch side. That way you can have the proper size envelope, okay? Okay, so right here I realized that I forgot to cut off a little bit for the wallet because it has to be a little bit shorter than 6 inches. So I would probably say like make them like 5.5 inches or like a little more than 5.5 inches. You don't want it exactly 6 because it will not fit into the little small wallet. So I'm just going through and cutting the ones I just made. And then later on, I even went through and cut them down some more. So I'll say 5.5 inches to be like, give or take. See how you like it, okay? So right here, I'm making my cash run sheet. And this, y'all, I know I don't have the most beautiful handwriting in the world, but I wanted to make something cute for me. And then I was like, I might as well just make some more. That way, if I lose one, I have extra. So, you just make it the hundreds, 50s, 20s, 10s, 5s, ones. So then that way, when you're making your budget, all you have to go through is with an expo marker and mark a slash near whichever item you need and then write the total. That way, your bank run will be so much easier. Okay? So this, y'all just seeing my process. Okay, so right here I'm putting them in a lamination sheet. Please ensure that they are all facing in the same direction. So then that way when you're going through and you're cutting them, you know how to cut it. So that way you're not cutting the wrong part, if that makes sense. So all the openings was facing up and all the bottoms were facing down. So then that way once it come out the machine, I know how to do it. So you see me doing it again. I do it for all of them, okay? And then once the cutting part comes, you'll see how I cut it and I'll come back, okay? with these cash flowing cards, it really doesn't matter how you cut them. You just don't want to ruin the lamination. That's it. It doesn't matter the size because you're only going to use these on bank day. And once you come back from bank, you put them with your sinking funds, like in the envelope, until you got to go back to the bank whenever you do that. Okay? Now with these is the wallet ones. You see me, I'm checking to make sure that I'm not going to cut the wrong end. And you can see where the beginning is and where it's not. You just got to pay real close attention, okay? And then also when you're cutting this, you don't want to get, I don't know if y'all ever used a lamination machine before, but around the edges you can see that it's like a little bubble. And you don't want to cut that bubble because then it ruins the lamination, okay? So what I'm doing is as I'm cutting them and I feel like I got too close, I make sure I put them right back through the lamination machine so then that way it can reseal it just in case I did get too close or whatever. So that way they won't be falling apart and they'll be sturdy for a long time, okay? Hopefully. So I'm just going through and keep on doing the same thing for each one, the wallet size and the big size, okay? Okay, so after I get done cutting them all, I clean my mess a little bit, scoot out the way. I'm just ensuring that I properly cut them and that I didn't mess up the side seals while I have my lamination machine on. So then that way, anyone I feel that isn't as stable as it should be, I'll just stick it straight through the machine. But these ones seem good to go. All right, y'all. So thank you for joining me today. I made these envelopes right here. It's just a quick little slide. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know in the comments below. If you need me to show you again, I will. I'm gonna put the measurements in the description box below. And then also these cute little cashman cards for those who do the envelopes before you go to the bank, you know, stuff like that. I know, y'all, my handwriting ain't the best, but that's cool. Also, one last thing is I made my list for my envelopes, and I'm just gonna laminate it and put it on the front. So that's all for me today, y'all. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Peace. Hey YouTube, it's your girl Simply Marchee, and I'm back with another video. So today, this video is about my hair.